All right, now since we've covered the highlights of WWE SummerSlam Night 1 in the previous video, let me just get to this. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton was the worst match of the night. Botches left and right. I mean, the spots were not good. The match was short. And Jade basically is showing time and time again that she cannot wrestle. There's not a move that she's hitting clean. And what's crazy about this whole match was I wasn't going for either of them. I couldn't care less who won this match because I'm tired of Tiffany Stratton's so-called gimmick. You know, she's supposed to be a face. She acts and speaks like a heel. I don't understand how that works. You know, when you're a face, you act like a face. You talk like a face. You present yourself as a face. Heel, same thing. You don't mix and match and try to create this whole thing or whatever. And it's just confusing to the audience of, okay, how are we supposed to perceive you? And then Jade, she has minimal talent in the ring, yet she's been pushed above people like Asuka, just to name a few, you know, Rhea Ripley, all this stuff. Like, we're supposed to be paying more attention to Jade, according to the WWE. And she's shown nothing to sort of justify that attention. And that's what's really annoying. So, heading into this match, I didn't care about it. Then the presentation of the match and everything that happened in between the ropes was shocking, and not in a good way. And it left me wanting more, and quite frankly, a little bit embarrassed that this match was on the card for SummerSlam. Now, as far as the tag team match went between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair against the Judgment Day, that match was better than the one I just was talking about. But what they've decided to do is they've decided to bank on Charlotte and Alexa's dynamic so far in the past couple of weeks that they've built. They've chosen that over a team that's basically going through the same thing, but a team that mashed together easily. You know, they could have pushed the narrative if Raquel and Roxanne would have won, that they really didn't need Liv Morgan. Now, this loss in the Judgment Day puts that argument to rest because it's like, okay, now they're not as good as they thought they were. They held the titles for 33 days as a collective there. Finn Balor and JD McDonough are still doing well with the tag team titles. Dom, for right now, as of this making of this video, is still Intercontinental Champion, but they're no longer unbeatable. So it's a problem for the Judgment Day. So I just hope Alexa and Charlotte continue to have chemistry in the ring and sort of elevate the women's tag team division, because let's face it, the tag team division in both the male and female divisions has been in trouble for quite some time. And maybe we're going to see better teams come out, because this is, you know, a team both made up of former championships, world championships. Charlotte Flair has held 14 world championships, and Alexa's held 5 or 6 world championships herself. So this is a formidable team. It's just, do we have the amount of competition that we need to make this title reign interesting? Or is it just going to be a hot potato situation between the Judgment Day and the new tag team champions? Now, the next thing that's interesting to me is the whole Jelly Roll situation, because usually when celebrities come in, they come in and they win. They come in, they get, you know, they sell their merch and they push their music and they get this big spotlight put on them in some premium live event. I actually respect Jelly Roll heavily because he took a loss. Bad Bunny didn't lose. You know, Logan Paul certainly almost never loses in the big positions. In all these past celebrities, they usually walk away looking strong or with a win. Jelly Roll lost. And this all kind of dragged us back down to reality as an audience, because there's no way that Jelly Roll, as much credit as he has to be given for losing 230 pounds, is realistically going to beat 2 premier athletes in the squared circle. It's just not going to happen. So I respect Jelly Roll a lot for putting his ego to the side and, you know, creating some memorable moments tonight for the audience to look back on and just keep the sanctity of the sport alive. Because, again, as much credit as I give him for losing 230 pounds, there's a lot of people I know that can't do that. I'm pretty sure I couldn't do that. But at the end of the day, this is Drew McIntyre you're in the ring with. So, and I hate to say it, but Logan Paul is a real athlete. It's 2 athletes against 1. It's just not going to work out in their favor realistically. So those are my thoughts, of negatives and positives of SummerSlam. Keep you guys updated as we have night 2 tomorrow night. John Cena and Cody Rhodes is obviously the match everybody's going to pay attention to, and as they should. You know, we could be swindled. You know, I personally don't buy the whole John Cena turning face gig that they've been doing, but I mean, I was wrong about Seth Rollins, so I do miss a thing every once in a while. So we'll see what happens. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.